Salut! French people love their pets. So, which ones do we have? Where can you get one as well? And what French words do you need to know to make sure they're happy here in France? Let's find out right now. I'm Géraldine. Bienvenue sur Comme une Française TV. Sound French even to the French. Les animaux de compagnie are pets. It's a plural of an animal de compagnie. Un animal de compagnie, a pet. The most common in France are un chien, a dog, or a cat, un chat. But also un hamster, a hamster, un poisson, a fish like le poisson rouge, the goldfish, or un oiseau, a bird. It can be a more unusual pet as well, like an NAC, nouvel animal de compagnie, the official acronym for a new kind of pet. This can be un lézard, a lizard, or une souris, a mouse, or un rat, or even un serpent, a snake. Whatever the species, they can be your friends at home. I mean, the dog is supposed to be le meilleur ami de l'homme, a human's best friend, while the horse is la plus noble conquête de l'homme, mankind's most noble conquest. But all pets are friends, really. That's why a famous animal magazine and foundation for pet rights, it's called 30 millions d'amis, 30 million friends, which is the alleged number of pets in France. To be fair, the most famous association for animal protection in France is also la SPA, Société Protectrice des Animaux, or the Animal Protection Society. So beyond this, how can you get a pet in the first place? Well, to have a pet in France, you can choose l'achat, buying one, or l'adoption, adoption. You can buy one from une animalerie, a pet store, or un élevage, a breeding farm, especially if you want un pur sang, a pure breed for some reason. Such as if you like in particular une race de chien, a dog's breed for instance. By the way, we don't use the word race to describe people in France. That's a huge no-no there. Be very, very careful. Anyway, instead of buying at the pet store, you might choose instead to adopt or rescue from un refuge, shelter. It might be a good thing to do. Lots of pets are already without a home. À la maison, at home, you need a few things to make your pet feel well. At home. First, a place to sleep or live, like une niche, a dog house, or a kennel in your backyard. For a bird or a rodent, it's une cage, a cage. Fish live in un aquarium. For snakes and lizards, it's un terrarium, or un vivarium, Cats and dogs will also need une litière, bedding. Second, they need something to eat and drink, de l'eau, water of course, and also des croquettes, kibbles, or des graines, seeds, or de la pâtée, pour chien or pour chat, dog food or cat food in paste. By the way, never mistake la pâtée dog food with le pâté, which is a delicious spreadable paste of cooked meat for humans only. Your pet might like une friandise, a treat or candy from time to time. It's very useful as une récompense, a reward for le dressage training, for everyday life or for des tours, tricks. J'ai dressé mon chien à faire le beau, regarde. J'ai dressé mon chien à faire le beau, regarde. I've trained my dog to sit and beg, look. Third, and most importantly, they will need some love. Not only un jouet, a toy, but also des caresses, pettings, and your warm presence. Dehors, outside, is an important place for all animals. I mean, I hope your horse is outdoors often anyway, and your dog might need de l'exercice, some exercise outside as well. This can be in your garden if you have one, but it's also common to promener or sortir son chien. Promener ou sortir son chien, to walk your dog. Don't forget la laisse, the leash. But even if you have a house cat in your flat, you might need to take it outside sometimes, at least to go to le vétérinaire, the veterinary, or as we often shorten it, le veto, the vet. This could be just a trip for their health or un vaccin, a vaccine. And finally, who knows, you might also want to go for un toilettage, grooming for your pet. Et toi, what's your pet called in French? Tell me in the comment section. I would love to hear from you in French, and it's very, very good practice every week. If you're on YouTube, you will find a link below this video to the blog communefrancaise.com. On the site, I read all the comments and answer all your questions as well. Want more, like an exclusive lesson on the pronunciation of one of the most difficult French subtleties? Subscribe now to join my everyday French crash course. It's a free 10-day mini course to sound French, even to the French. It's super easy to join. Leave me your first name and your email and you will receive lesson 1 immediately. Best of all, it's free. Merci for watching Comme une Française TV. Sound French, even to the French. Allez, salut!